I think there's a to join us. I had conflicts tonight at the last minute. So good evening, all of you that are there and those that might be joining us through Facebook Live. I'm District Governor Jane Roush, and I'd like to welcome you to our first idea exchange for our Rotary District year 2021-2022. These short sessions have been designed to provide you with tips that you can use in your clubs to make your volunteer time spent shorter and more productive. We also want these to be interactive. So share your successes and your best tips that you have done, along with any questions that you might have on the subjects that we're going to talk about during our different idea exchanges. Tonight's idea exchange, most of you know, is on public image and social media. It's important that we share the great work of Rotary and the impact that we make in our communities and globally. So our two presenters this evening have a wealth of experience between them. So I would like to turn it over then to this presentation to Jane Delegati, our Public Image Chair for District 6540, and Ann Gregory, our Social Media Chair for District 6540. And we'll let them take it away, and they're going to ask you to participate and ask questions or offer comments as we go through it. So Jane, Ann.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and work magic right now and share my screen. So today is a first for me with this, so laugh if you must, but I'll get us there sometime. And it works just like Chris said it would. So.
Way to go.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
That's all right. I got off our meeting earlier and I Googled it. So let's chat about how to spread the word. I think many of you saw this piece of art in the district newsletter last time, but if you didn't, let's get right into it. Ann?
All right, thank you everyone. I've got some notes and I'll try to find them on my screen so I give everything I wanted to. Okay, we're going to start with the 5 general rules of thumb. And first of all, you have to decide when you're creating a Facebook account and social media platforms, what makes the most sense for your club. Pick 1 or 2 and use them well. Don't feel the need to be present on every single platform. Facebook is generally a good place to reach people born before 1990. Instagram is a better place to reach people born after 1990. Twitter reaches them both, but it's probably not the best format for either one. LinkedIn, which many people love, can be saturated with professional promotion, and some kind of professionals use it more than others. TikTok could be a good way to do promotional videos to share on other platforms, but it might not function well as a primary platform. District 6540, has Facebook pages, one for the district itself and then one for district presidents. We also have a district Rotaract page that currently has no Rotaractors working on it. So that is something we would like to be able to do. We are currently looking for volunteers to establish and maintain a presence in other media platforms. So if you are interested, please get in touch with me. As far as your pages themselves, you want to share photos of your club's service projects, fundraising events, new members, seasoned members. Content to recognize Rotary monthly themes can be helpful. World Polio Day, for example, new membership month, literacy month. You can use content from Rotary International. You can simply go to the Rotary International Facebook page and share things because Rotary is bigger than just our clubs, and sometimes it's nice to show people what Rotary is all about. I don't suggest that if you have multiple platforms that you simply use Hootsuite and post the same basic content on different platforms. That's because A lot of Facebook links won't post to Instagram. Instagram hashtags look messy on Facebook. You want your page, if you want to use a platform, make sure your content looks and sounds as if it belongs on that platform. The tone you use in Facebook and Twitter are simply different, and people who use them often will see the differences. I always encourage you when you do a post that you do it in Word or whatever you're comfortable with, and spell check it first and use a friendly tone. You want to put your club's best face forward. And a lot of people just get really hung up on grammar and that kind of things. I usually have someone else look at something before I post it myself, because you don't see your own errors. And lastly, make sure that your Facebook page or whatever pages you have personality. You want your pages and posts to have some character and to have fun. This is not hard work. This is simply a way to say, hey, this is what we're doing. The very basic thing is in Facebook, these are tips and tricks for Facebook. Name your page with words people might want to search to find your club. For example, my club is in North Manchester, so I would use North Manchester Rotary or Rotary North Manchester, because those are words that people would search for. If you live in a community with a common name, you could add Indiana or IN. If your club is in a community with several clubs, uses a name that says where and who you are. North Manchester Sunrise Rotary, for example. You usually need to have a certain number of followers before you get what they call a Facebook handle, and that is the name that is followed at with something. You usually want to name that something like at North Manchester Rotary. Again, something simple that's easy to search for. When you do have a Facebook page, make sure that you have more than one person be administrators of the page. Giving someone administrative rights does not give them any access to your own personal information. All it does is allow them to remove and add people to add content to your page. The reason you do that is if you're the only one who has access and for some reason, you lose your email address or you get sick and can't work right now, that means no one can add or subtract anyone from your pages. So it's our district policy for every page to have at least 2 administrators. All you need to do to set someone up as an administrator is to be friends with someone on social media and add them. Facebook has very easy instructions, and I will put them now in the chat, that the link, I should say, in the chat. So there you go. Bing. All right, now I get back to the words. Okay, we do ask that clubs try to post at least once a week. I know some clubs are in transition and they don't have anyone. If anyone needs help starting, you can get in touch with me. We can talk about some things that you can post that are very simple. I do suggest that you use photos that you take at events, service, whatever. If you have videos or if you have links to things that you think would be of interest, for example, if you're having a speaker, you can link to their company's website. It gives people a little more insight into what you're doing. One thing I would say is people have asked me a lot about hashtags. Hashtags were not actually designed to be on Facebook originally. It's an Instagram thing. If you use them, don't go crazy. For our district, we use hashtag Service Above South, we use hashtag Rotary, and we use hashtag People of Action. And we tend to only use those for service projects, not for fundraising. Next, it will ask you to do a profile picture and a cover photo. You can use the name of you can use the logo for your Rotary Club if you want, but I would suggest that you have people wearing Rotary gear doing something and take a picture of them. The cover photo needs to be more vertical and the profile picture needs to be more square. So just keep that in mind when you're doing it. Facebook will talk you through it when you click on the edit photo or edit profile photo or cover photo. Lastly, you want to build goodwill and better friendships. And when you mention other clubs or organizations you were working with on a service project or whatever, tag them in Facebook. That means you go to their page, find their @name, and use it in your post. With any luck, they will see that tag and share the post. Think joint projects, check presentations, service events, whatever. This will get more eyes on your content and help spread the word about Rotary. It will also make them feel appreciated for collaborating with you. For example, if you want the District 6540 page administrators to see your club post, put @District 6540, all one word, at the end of your post. So I will put that in the chat just so you know. Okay, I know this is awfully quick, and this is the end of my formal presentation. Any tricks, any questions before we move on to the Jane's portion? Okay. We would recommend at least once a week. You could do it more often, but once a week is enough to at least keep it alive and to make it look active. And some people believe in posting multiple times a day. I would just recommend against that. You lose the important stuff. Any others? All right.
Well, Ann, you know I can't be quiet,
Of course not.
but I would also suggest to all the social media people that you go look for Rotary clubs wherever, but especially in our district. So think of a club name you know, and go like their Facebook page. And I think I don't know how many we have, but I think we have all but about 3 or 4, or I don't know, 3 or 4 clubs that have a page. And you can get some ideas of what they do on there. I like that. Actually, you can steal their ideas for projects. You can steal their ideas for meeting speakers. You can do a lot of things there that are fair to all concerned, because that's what we're about, is sharing.
And the easy way to find those is simply to go into the find function in Facebook and type in Ossian Rotary or Kentland Rotary. And you'll find the names, and then all you have to do is when the page, select that page and then like it.
Okay, are there any other questions for Ann? All right, I'm going to take us back a century and talk about traditional media, because it's really important and is still very relevant to everything that our clubs do. Getting to know your local and regional media outlets is very important, because they're going to cover the things you do. If you don't have a contact yet at your local paper or your local radio or TV stations, find one. If you need help and want me to tag along with you, I'm more than happy to conference in. It's just another way to let the world know what we're doing. And every type of media is hit and miss. So people may not see a post. People may get a newspaper. If you're posting generally the same subject matter, you just reach that many more people. Now, a press release is a little more detailed than a Facebook or any kind of social media post, because you want to make sure that you give as big a picture of your club as possible. When you meet, where you meet,
Rotary.
that everybody's welcome, what your meeting
North
topics are,
Manchester
if you
Sunrise
are
Rotary.
inducting new members, all kinds of things. And press releases are free, just like social media. The only thing is the editorial staff gets to decide when they run. So, that's a bit of a holdup. It's not instant gratification, but it will benefit your club. And if I were you, I would invite media to meetings and events. It's a great way for them to get to know the good you're doing in your community. And it's a great way to make new friends and maybe get new members. And all of this that Ann and I are doing is geared toward helping you get and retain membership, because that's what Rotary is. It's the foundation of everything that we do. And the kind of coverage that you get in traditional media also helps you build goodwill and better friendships, because you're building a picture of who you are in your club and what Rotary does in the world. And so always when you send something to media, always try and paint a bit of that picture, because it really does build goodwill, and that's what we're all about. I don't really have much more than that, other than there are great resources on the RI site. This is one of them. It's a public image go-to, and that you can download, you can create your club logo on the RI site in the brand center. You can download all of their visuals. You can use them on social media. You can use them in any of your printed stuff. And you can use them in press releases and that type of thing. So use the RI Brand Center and do some of the trainings. The trainings are terrific, and there's so many to choose from. Like I said, everything we do as an organization, everybody needs to know about it. It's like getting a new member and bringing new people in. You need to be getting the same information out that we're trying to take in to help grow our clubs. So any questions? Okay, I have one more piece. Canva. A lot of clubs don't have built-in graphic designers. And so there is a Canva for free, and it is very easy to use. It's the poor person's Photoshop. So, I mean, it's amazing. So I'm gonna do a real brief demo for you in just a second. Well, I might. So let me see if this, is it Alt Tab? No. Okay.
You just need to open it up on your screen.
Here, I got it.
Okay, great.
It's here. So I'm gonna move you guys over here, and we're gonna log in. This is Canva. So easy. Are you?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Hold on. What am I doing wrong here? Can you see that now?
No, I think you need to click on that screen specifically
And share.
and share.
Okay.
While she's doing that, does anybody have any other questions on other things that we've talked about, or suggestions that you do in your club that might be helpful for us to know? I know Joy does things. Joy is with the Lowell Club, and if you have not liked their page, please do, because they always have fun things going on their page.
We're just crazy. We just like to do fun things. We just like to do our videos. We like to share things live. We take pictures of everything we do. We post tons of our community stuff, but we just love to do live videos of everything we do. And we enjoy posting pictures of everything we do. So we're not afraid to expose all of our motley crew that we have.
Joy, let me ask you, does your club do the 50-50 in the month of March?
Yeah.
That's where I've seen you before. You look so familiar. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we tend to dress up and be a little silly, but it does get a lot of attention and we do get a lot of support from our community for that.
Yeah.
So we do get a lot of repeat visitors. We have a lot of people who will support us. So they look forward to it. So once we allowed ourselves to be exposed and show our craziness, we got a lot more followers.
Yeah, I saw some of the events throughout March. It was great. I'm going to try to click this one more time and see if it works.
Is anyone on here who is doing the Bad Acts campaign, or do you know which club is doing that?
No.
Okay. One of the Rotary clubs is doing a fundraiser at their county fair,
Oh,
And-
yes, I see that. I post it all the time.
and I don't remember who did it.
Oh,
It's
hang on.
Monticello.
I'll look at my page.
Monticello? Okay.
The
Monticello.
one thing, we try to grab everybody's page. I try to like it and I try to share it on our page all the time of what everybody's doing. And I found that that has really helped. They've reached out to us and thanked us for sharing that kind of stuff. So we try to grab it, whether it's in our district or not, just to try to bring awareness.
Cool. Can you guys see this Canva page now?
No.
Jane, suggest
Yes,
get out of the sharing and
Okay.
click on the PowerPoint presentation, not as you're presenting it, but in the way you create it. Click on that link so that you get to that Canva website. Then once you
Okay.
are there, then you share your screen again and you choose that website to share once you are on it. So share your Internet Explorer or whatever you're using.
Okay. So am I?
well,
All right.
to break the silence until this, oh, there,
Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
thank you, Ed.
That's
Okay.
all it took.
Woo!
No problem.
Oh, I feel like I'm human again. Okay, so this is so easy. It's just difficult to share. All you do is create a design, and we're just going to do a quick poster. So there you see a poster template. And I have gone ahead and uploaded the Rotary District 6540 logo, but you can upload yours just as easily. And let's just say we're having a fish fry. So how do you add fish fry? So you go to click text, add a heading. Oh, see, it says add a heading. And all you have to do is type in fish fry. And then you want to move it to where you want. It's real easy. Subhead. So what's a good subhead? All you can eat? Does that sound good? Then you add in your date. You can add in a piece of art. Let me see if I can upload an image from here. Upload media.
I have lots of fishing. I have lots of fishing pictures if you need them.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, guess what? Look, I found some clip art before this. Let's just take this one. Look, there's a fish fry. Pop it in there. Then you can put in your club information. And this will tell you the guides tell you when it's centered. I mean, this is geared toward beginners use. Anybody can do it. You can customize the way your club looks out in the community. And you can use it for social media posts. You can use it for anything you want, invitations. You can do PowerPoint or PowerPoint type presentations on here. And it's free. there's a way to get it free. And do you have that link?
I put the link in the chat and you just have to make sure that you select the free one.
Right. So, and I signed up for it because I heard it was free and so easy. So everything about this will help enhance your club's appearance, no matter how you use it. And it gives you, I mean, there are templates for everything. So these are poster templates and they just go on and on and on. And then if you looked for, let's do a club meeting, all different kinds. Or you can, yeah. So let's try social media. So there you go. You might like, and if you open any one of these, you can customize it. So very easy.
How do you customize something?
Well, I guess you're going to want me to do that now, huh? See, you get little text boxes. And you can just, or you might want to put in a little header like that. So let's see. What do you want it to say? Fish fry?
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is how you do it. Type it in. There you have it. You can take this out and take this out. You can put uploads this in. Pretty easy. There you go. You can put your club information down here. You can, they're really adaptable templates, and you can start from scratch. If you have a preconceived idea of what you want it to look like, just start from scratch. Anything else you'd like to know, Miss Ann? Okay, well, that ends my portion of it. So, do we have any questions?
What do you need to do in order to get it for free?
Well, for me, it was simple. I just went to that site and it will ask you a couple questions. Let's see, can we pull it up in chat, Ann?
I can try. Let me see here.
I'm trying it too. So if you,
Okay. All right, you go to the website that is in the chat. Let's see here. Now let's see if I can share. Okay. Screen. Which one's Canva? Okay. I am clicking on it, but it is not sharing. Now can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can get the logon page.
Go to home.
Okay. Eek.
I hear my friend Katie.
Yeah. Sorry, I am trying to get to the login page. It is not letting me do it. Anyway, if you go to the link that is in the chat, it will give you a little box that says, that asks you to log in, and you click and it will ask you a couple of questions, and it will need it will ask you if you want to sign in as Facebook or Google or your email address. I logged on as my email address. All they wanted was a password, and then it opened up to design.
Okay,
And it is free. Because I have an EDU in my address, it gave me an educational thing, so it might customize it a little for you as well.
so you don't need to prove that you're a 501c3?
No, because they offer a limited, it is completely free to everyone in the world. It just doesn't have as many options as the professional one or the one for nonprofits. If your club is a nonprofit, you can do it as a nonprofit. Most clubs are not. Most are 401c4s, which are, we don't pay taxes, but we're not for profit.
So, and the difference between the two is the one you get for free, regardless of who you are, is just what I showed you. And I'm going to tell you, there are thousands and thousands of different things you can do with it. Backgrounds, all kinds of things. The other one is the upgraded, which is a more full blown, but I can't imagine many clubs needing that. So
no. And as you'll see, for example, in the top row of mine, it says education presentation, education video, education infographic. You will probably see different things because of your email address.
right.
Yeah, it let me right in.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Yes.
clarifying that.
No problem.
I was able to sign up. I did it several months ago, in fact, and it's very easy to get in there. So
Right.
with the free program, every once in a while, they'll prompt you and ask you to try and upgrade, but you just say no and keep going. They will also send you emails at different times, and they will, if you want that, but it gives some additional templates that you might want to use. It gives suggestions on how to design things. It's really a nice program. I've used it a couple of times for some posters and things that I've done. So
One thing I would recommend is that you don't sign up for the free trial, just sign up for the free Canva.
Yeah.
It will give you that as an option. Just go for the free Canva.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and like I said, it's easy. And
Any
if
other-
anybody subscribes to it and wants some help with it, can feel free to call me at any time. So let's see. I think we can stop.
I'll
Your
stop
I
share.
think
Yeah.
Ann has to do it this time.
Yeah, that's right. Duh.
Stop share. And we'll hand it over to Jane Roush, unless Jane Delegati has anything else.
I do. Just one more thing. Let's see. I need this one. Can you see this now?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
No.
No,
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to send this out to everybody who was here tonight, and it will have all of our contact information in it. So I think, Ed, you wanted me the last time to go to the page and then screen share, right?
Yes.
I'm a quick learner.
Ann just put hers in the chat, and that may be,
Yeah.
oh, here it comes. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. So there's our information, but we will send it to you. And that's all we have.
Okay. Any
Well-
other comments, questions? Oh, John has one. Yes, John?
are you surprised, Jane?
Oh,
Are you surprised I'm paying attention?
no, you always pay attention.
All right, well, the other thing that I haven't really heard, and has been a good thing for our somewhat rural club, is that we don't have a TV station. We maybe have 2 or 3 radio stations. So we do PSAs on those radio stations. They're free. When we have an event, activity, we try to post those, and they will share them. Sometimes they even call and want to do a live interview.
Right?
So that is some good connections. The other one is that in our small town, we have banks, we have McDonald's
Really?
that have electronic signs. And we do have copiers here too, in case you're worried about us not being able to copy our license. Okay, sorry. But anyway, if you work with those organizations, they will post, at least for us, they will post your pancake breakfast, your whatever, raffle drawing, whatever you're doing, they will post those on their signs.
Yes,
And,
our local chamber has one of those signs too. So check out your chamber or become a chamber member with your club.
okay, I'm done, Jane.
That's okay. I think one of the other things too that we didn't mention, it's not exactly in your own area, but share your information about the service projects that you've done, your fundraising projects with Jane Delegati to be put into the newsletter. We have a District 6540 newsletter that we put out at the first of the month. And we really want to work on highlighting the clubs. And it does two things. One, I think it's important for your members that they see that you've been recognized with a project that you're doing. But then it's amazing how many times I go to different clubs and they're like, we don't know what to do for service projects, or we don't know what to do for a fundraising project. We've done the same thing every year and it's getting old and it's getting boring. So when we're sharing a lot of those pictures of activities, not only on our social media sites, but in our newsletter, we're helping other clubs to grow in those areas too. Which kind of leads me right into the next point that I was going to share. First of all, I want to thank Jane and Ann for sharing these tips this evening. I hope you found it interesting. I want to thank all of you that did join in with us and shared a few of your thoughts as far as what you're doing. Somehow I lost my... But then I have two challenges now for you. One is, as Ann said earlier, we are trying to recruit more members to join our district team for public image, and especially if they have expertise in a different platform, especially like doing more with Twitter, TikTok, I can't even name all of them, Snapchat, some of those different things where we're going to reach different age demographics. Then we want to make sure that we're doing that. So if you have an interest in that or know somebody that might be interested, contact Ann or Jane and we will add you to our committee, which we would love to have a committee instead of just a couple of people, 2 chairs. The other one then is we want to do these idea exchanges monthly. And so I'd like for you to share your ideas or talk to your clubs about what you might like to have in an idea exchange. The next, we'll normally have one a month. Next month in September, we're going to probably end up having 2 because it's membership month. So we will be doing an idea exchange on attracting new members and building up our membership numbers. But then we're also going to talk about our Rotary Days of Service and service projects, because we will be our first one comes in September and we want to give people some time to plan those projects. So that one is actually scheduled. The Rotary Days of Service projects idea exchange is scheduled for August the 9th, the second Monday of the month. Watch the newsletter and social media, our social media platforms, both the District 6540 and the President's page to get more information on that and to sign up. And again, I just thank all of you that were part of this tonight, and especially keep up the great work of Rotary. We do fantastic things. Keep sharing those things that you're doing in your clubs. And together we can do more and serve to change lives this year. So I'm pretty well finished, but if you have any other questions, like I said, If not, we said we're going to try and keep these short and just kind of provide some opportunities for people to learn some things, to share ideas. And we look forward to seeing you again next month. So, but thanks for being here.
Thank you. Very good.